and welcome to the Spoonie Stitcher channel. I'm Shannon the Spoonie Stitcher. You're inside the stitchery and I'm so happy you're here today. A spoonie is someone who has a chronic illness, and a stitcher is somebody who makes art with textiles. This channel is all about creativity. Anything that makes your creative juices start to flow, anything that makes you just feel happy and creative, that's what I'm all about over here. I also test products, I do tutorials, and of course, I try new things. I love trying new things. It's a lot of fun. So if you feel like this is your kind of community, please hit the subscribe button and like this video and be part of the wonderful Yarn Zebra family. Legs to make one piece amigurumi is a great trick. However, it can leave an unsightly little gap in between. We're going to fix that today. Once you've made the second leg, you're going to join to the first leg using the single crochet 2 together. So go under one stitch, bring up a loop, go into the next stitch, bring up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, go through all 3. Now crochet around the first leg completely. Once you have crocheted around the first leg completely, join to the second leg in the same stitch that you started the single crochet 2 together, because you're going to do that again. You're going to go in, pick up a loop, in the next stitch, pick up a loop, go through all 3. Now crochet around the second leg entirely. Congratulations! Now there's no unsightly hole in the middle of your amigurumi. Stitch marker hacks. 1. Always have 2. Whenever you're making amigurumi, it's just better to have 2 stitch markers. If for nothing else, that when you want to pause your work, you have one to hold your work from going anywhere. The other thing I like to do, when I am increasing and decreasing, I mark the first stitch of the row on the top, like you normally would mark any stitch. When I am working around in continuous rows, I change it to marking the first stitch on the side. And that tells me that I'm going around and around and I'm not increasing or decreasing. It's just a little hack for myself that I like to use. So try either of those hacks the next time you make amigurumi and let me know how it works. If you like using chenille yarn, you need this hack. Get a little piece of worsted weight yarn, just a little scrap. It doesn't matter how big it is. Take 2 fingers, pinch and wrap parallel to each other and hold. Turn your hand like so. Take your hook and stick it underneath. Now pinch all of this off your finger. Take your chenille yarn. Leave a decent sized tail just because it is chenille yarn and it can break. Now go under the 2 loops and chain 1. Now make your normal number of stitches into the worsted weight loop. Let's say 6. And now to close the loop, pull on the worsted weight yarn. Not all the way, because you still want to stick your hook into this one. Make whatever your next step is. And now pull tight on the worsted weight yarn and tie a knot. Continue your pattern as normal, and you now have a secure magic ring and you don't have to worry about the chenille yarn breaking off. Want a smoother way to fasten off your circles? You pulled your hook out, and now take a needle, skip the first stitch, go under both loops of the one right after it, and gently pull. Now you've got a slight loop here. The area where this loop was coming out, you're going to go through the middle of it, and down the back, slightly pull, and there you go. Now you've got an invisible join and it looks a lot like a regular stitch. How did I sew on her adorable little lashes? I didn't. My secret weapon? The ultrafine Sharpie. Let me show you how it works. Plan where you're going to mark before you actually mark on the doll, otherwise it can be disastrous. Make short little strokes. Don't push too hard because you don't want it to bleed. You can make them as long or as short as you like. Just keep control of your pen. This is a good eye. This is a bad eye. But it's okay, she's cute either way. And now they all have eyelashes. And it was super easy and no sewing. This is a puppuccino. It's cute, but it could be cuter. Let's do something to its eyes. Starting at the back, insert your needle so that you're directly under the safety eye, like so. And I'm just going to hold it, and then I want to go on top in the middle, so opposite this piece, and across to the other side, and pull. Then I want to go down and go back under the last piece. Because this blanket yarn, I want to do a double layer, so I'm going to do it again. Now just have the two strings meet somewhere in the back in the same hole. Tie a knot, double knot, hide your tails, and fasten off. And now he's got a little more personality. This is how to turn a chain 2 into a magic ring. Start with a decent tail and chain 2. Whatever your instructions are in the pattern, put that many stitches into the first chain. In round 2 of your pattern, do not work over your tail and continue as normal. Pull up a loop, flip over your work. On the back of our work here, the first round created these little bumps. In my case, I have 6 stitches, so there's 6 bumps. Do you see them? They're right here. We're going to take our tail and we're going to go in and out of those little bumps. So our first one is here. And then the opposite direction in the next one. And now, cinch it tight. Go across a couple of times. So now you have a closed ring. You can add stuffing and everything will be fine. And you can make amigurumi even if you can't make a magic ring.